The streets are on fire, and Lil Meech is at the center of one of the most explosive confrontations in recent hip-hop history. In a shocking turn of events, Rick Ross has allegedly taken actions that many claim are destroying Lil Meech's career. And it's left the rapper no choice but to snap back. This isn't just another online spat or minor disagreement. This is a full-blown clash that's shaking the hip-hop community and raising questions about loyalty, strategy, and survival in the music industry. Insiders reveal that 50 Cent had already seen this coming. Known for his keen street instincts and industry insight, 50 Cent reportedly warned Lil Meech about Rick Ross's moves before things escalated. But in true dramatic fashion, the warning either went unheeded or came too late, resulting in one of the most intense public reactions in recent memory. Fans are stunned as Lil Meech breaks his silence, calling out Rick Ross directly and defending his name, legacy, and career. In this video, we'll dive deep into every aspect of the drama. The history and tension between Lil Meech and Rick Ross 50 Cent's warnings and the advice he gave Lil Meech's explosive reaction and what it means for his career, fan reactions, and street commentary that's taking social media by storm. Buckle up. Because this story combines celebrity drama, street politics, and social media frenzy into a narrative that you won't want to miss. From shocking revelations to viral responses, we've got the full breakdown for you. The hip-hop world is no stranger to conflict, but few situations have captured the attention of fans like the ongoing tension between Lil Meech and Rick Ross. What started as subtle tension behind the scenes has now escalated into a full-blown public confrontation, leaving fans, insiders, and the streets buzzing. To understand why Lil Meech felt the need to snap at Rick Ross, it's essential to examine the history, the warning from 50 Cent, and the events that led to this explosive moment. Lil Meech, the young and rising rapper with a growing fan base, has always been conscious of his reputation in the streets and in the music industry. His rise was meteoric, fueled by talent, charisma, and connections to influential figures. Rick Ross, on the other hand, is a veteran with a powerful legacy, a strong presence in the rap game, and a reputation for handling situations his own way. The clash between the two was perhaps inevitable given their intersecting spheres of influence, ambitions, and sometimes conflicting strategies for success. Sources close to the situation reveal that the tension began months ago. Rick Ross reportedly made moves behind the scenes, from business decisions to industry positioning, that threatened Lil Meech's projects and opportunities. While some may dismiss these moves as standard competition, for Lil Meech, they crossed a line. The stakes were not only professional, they were personal. Fans speculate that certain projects, collaborations, and potential deals may have been influenced or blocked, and the frustration built up quietly until the breaking point. Enter 50 Cent. Known for his street-savvy instincts and uncanny ability to read situations, 50 Cent reportedly tried to warn Lil Meech. Sources say he emphasized that Rick Ross's moves could have serious consequences if not addressed strategically. 50 Cent's advice, steeped in experience and foresight, highlighted the importance of preparation and measured action. But in the world of high stakes, sometimes warnings come too late, and emotions can take over. Social media began to pick up on subtle signs of tension. Fans noticed cryptic posts, indirect mentions, and veiled references to past grievances. Speculation ran rampant, and online forums were buzzing with theories about potential conflicts. Some predicted a minor confrontation, while others feared a major public fallout. When the actual snap happened, the streets and fans were ready, yet still shocked by the intensity of Lil Meech's reaction. The build-up to this moment underscores a common theme in hip-hop culture: the interplay between respect, reputation, and rivalry. Both Lil Meech and Rick Ross understand that perception is as powerful as talent. In a world where public image can make or break careers, actions behind the scenes are just as critical as what happens in front of cameras. The tension leading to the snap was fueled not only by personal pride, but also by the need to protect one's legacy and future opportunities. The public witnessed the result in real time. Lil Meech snapping at Rick Ross, voicing frustrations and defending his position. The moment was electric, with fans reacting instantly. Clips circulated on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and hashtags related to the feud began trending. People dissected every word, every gesture, and every implication. The streets were talking, and the story was no longer confined to private circles. It had become a viral spectacle. It's clear that this confrontation wasn't spontaneous. It was the culmination of months of tension, warnings from industry veterans like 50 Cent, and a young rapper's determination to stand his ground. The streets and social media have set the stage for the fallout, and everyone is waiting to see what happens next. In Part 2, we'll explore Lil Meech's explosive reaction, fan responses, street commentary, and the immediate impact on both his and Rick Ross's reputations. The streets erupted as Lil Meech finally snapped at Rick Ross, delivering a reaction that fans described as both fierce and unfiltered. This wasn't just another industry dispute. It was a public declaration that the young rapper was unwilling to let perceived slights slide. Social media became the battlefield where every statement, gesture, and clip was dissected, turning the confrontation into a viral phenomenon. Insiders report that Lil Meech's reaction was carefully calculated, yet fueled by genuine emotion. While some saw it as an impulsive outburst, others recognized the strategic elements behind his statements. He addressed the actions and decisions that had allegedly hindered his career, directly calling out Rick Ross for moves that fans and insiders believe were designed to limit his growth. By speaking openly, Lil Meech signaled that he would not be silenced, a move that immediately earned him respect among fans who value authenticity and courage. The reaction on social media was instantaneous. Clips of Lil Meech's statements were shared millions of times across TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Memes, reaction videos, and commentary flooded platforms, dissecting every line and gesture. Fans debated who had the upper hand, weighing Lil Meech's boldness against Rick Ross's long-standing influence in the industry. Hashtags like #Lil vs Rick Ross and 50 Cent warning began trending, keeping the story alive and drawing even more eyes to the unfolding drama. Street commentators and influencers quickly joined the conversation, providing live analysis and insider perspectives. Some emphasized the significance of Lil Meech standing up to a veteran like Rick Ross, framing it as a moment of empowerment for young talent. Others criticized the public nature of the confrontation, warning that airing grievances so openly could backfire and create long-term repercussions. This mix of praise and criticism fueled further engagement, ensuring that the feud remained a hot topic for days. Cent's role in the narrative also gained attention. Fans and insiders discussed the warning he reportedly gave Lil Meech before tensions escalated. Some argued that ignoring such advice was risky, while others saw it as an inevitable part of the young rapper asserting his independence. Regardless, 50 Cent's involvement added an extra layer of complexity and credibility to the story, highlighting the high stakes of navigating industry conflicts. The confrontation also sparked broader conversations about power, loyalty, and respect in hip-hop. Many fans saw Lil Meech's reaction as a statement that younger artists must assert themselves to protect their careers. Meanwhile, Rick Ross's supporters debated the legitimacy of his influence and questioned whether his actions were truly damaging or simply part of the competitive nature of the music business. This clash of perspectives amplified the story beyond the immediate parties involved, making it a cultural moment within the community. Beyond social media, traditional media outlets began covering the feud, framing it as one of the most shocking industry confrontations of the year. Headlines emphasized Lil Meech snapping at Rick Ross and highlighted 50 Cent's involvement as a key piece of the narrative. Coverage ranged from analytical breakdowns to sensationalized commentary, ensuring that the story reached audiences both inside and outside the hip-hop community. Financially and professionally, the stakes for both Lil Meech and Rick Ross were significant. Public confrontations like this can influence collaborations, sponsorships, and public perception. For Lil Meech, standing up publicly could enhance credibility and fan loyalty, but it also carried the risk of alienating potential allies. For Rick Ross, managing the narrative was crucial to maintaining authority and influence. How both navigate the aftermath will likely impact their careers in tangible ways, also showcased the role of fan engagement in shaping the story. From memes to live reaction videos, the audience became active participants, influencing perception and contributing to the feud's viral nature. Every post, comment, and share amplified the drama, making social media a critical battleground alongside the music industry itself. It's clear that Lil Meech's snap was more than an emotional outburst. It was a calculated, high-stakes declaration that his voice, his career, and his legacy cannot be undermined. The social media frenzy, street commentary, and media coverage have created a dynamic narrative that will continue to evolve. We'll explore the behind-the-scenes strategies of both Lil Meech and Rick Ross, the reactions from industry insiders, and the broader implications for hip-hop culture and street credibility. After Lil Meech snapped at Rick Ross, the streets and the industry were watching closely. But while fans and social media dissected every clip, insiders revealed that the real battle was happening behind the scenes. Strategy, perception management, and legacy preservation became the primary focus for both artists. Sources close to Lil Meech reveal that he immediately convened with his inner circle, including managers, collaborators, and street advisors, to evaluate the fallout. The goal was clear: protect his brand, assert his authority, and respond in a way that wouldn't escalate the conflict unnecessarily. Lil Meech understood that while passion fueled his public reaction, long-term credibility depended on careful navigation. Every word, appearance, and social media post would now be scrutinized for intent and impact. Rick Ross, on the other hand, reportedly adopted his own strategy. While some expected an immediate public counterattack, Ross focused on consolidating influence quietly, leveraging loyal allies, and maintaining a calm public image. Industry insiders noted that Ross's approach was consistent with his decades-long experience. He understands that patience and calculated moves often outweigh impulsive reactions, especially when dealing with younger, rising talents. Sense warning became a key talking point among insiders. His reputation as a street-savvy veteran allowed him to see the potential pitfalls before the confrontation went public. Many analysts highlighted that while Lil Meech's snap was bold and attention-grabbing, the situation could have been mitigated if the warning had been fully heeded. This intersection of experience and ambition underscores a recurring theme in hip-hop: the delicate balance between youth assertiveness and veteran foresight. Fans continued to play a significant role in shaping the narrative. Social media buzz remained intense, with debates, polls, and viral clips circulating daily. Many praised Lil Meech's courage and authenticity, framing his snap as a necessary assertion of respect. Others questioned whether public confrontation was the best approach, warning of potential long-term consequences. The clash of opinions amplified engagement and ensured that the feud stayed relevant in both street culture and mainstream hip-hop discussions. Industry insiders also weighed in on the implications. They noted that such confrontations are often more than personal. They influence collaborations, sponsorship opportunities, and public perception. Lil Meech's response, while impactful, could either strengthen his position or create obstacles depending on how he navigates the next steps. For Rick Ross, the incident tested his ability to maintain authority while managing public scrutiny. Every decision, whether public or private, carries weight in shaping future opportunities. Beyond career implications, the feud highlighted broader cultural dynamics. Hip-hop has long been a space where reputation, street credibility, and public image intersect. The confrontation between Lil Meech and Rick Ross is a modern illustration of these dynamics, showing how social media amplifies every action and reaction. Fans, influencers, and media outlets all contribute to the narrative, creating a multi-layered ecosystem where perception often matters as much as talent. Behind the scenes, discussions about potential resolutions began. Some insiders suggested private mediation or reconciliation to prevent further escalation, while others believed that a prolonged rivalry could fuel both artists' relevance. This strategic tension demonstrates the importance of foresight and calculated action in the music industry, especially when dealing with high-profile conflicts. The street perspective also provided crucial insight. Veteran figures and street commentators weighed in on the power dynamics at play, emphasizing the significance of respect, authority, and influence. For many, Lil Meech's public assertion was a necessary step to defend his credibility, while Rick Ross's measured response showcased the advantage of experience. These differing approaches highlight how strategy, timing, and perception intersect in high-stakes hip-hop feuds. Financially, both artists are navigating the consequences carefully. Public perception influences streaming numbers, sponsorships, and collaborations, and any misstep could have lasting repercussions. Lil Meech's snap generated enormous visibility, increasing fan engagement and viral attention. Rick Ross's approach, focused on maintaining composure, reflects the need to balance public image with long-term business considerations. Concludes, it's evident that this confrontation is about much more than a single clash. It's a lesson in strategy, perception, and influence. Both Lil Meech and Rick Ross are navigating a complex ecosystem where every action can ripple across the industry and the streets. Fans, insiders, and media alike are watching closely, understanding that the stakes extend far beyond the immediate conflict. We'll cover the fallout, the potential resolutions, and the long-term consequences for both artists, along with how the streets and fans are shaping what comes next in this high-stakes drama. The aftermath of Lil Meech snapping at Rick Ross was immediate, intense, and far-reaching. Fans, industry insiders, and street commentators all weighed in, dissecting every statement and analyzing what this confrontation meant for both artists. The feud didn't just dominate social media feeds, it became a cultural moment, highlighting the intricate balance between personal pride, public perception, and career strategy in hip-hop. Following the incident, Lil Meech focused on consolidating support from his fans and collaborators. Social media posts, interviews, and subtle industry moves reflected his intent to maintain credibility and assert authority without escalating the situation further. By emphasizing authenticity and transparency, he aimed to reinforce his brand and demonstrate that he would not tolerate manipulation or attempts to sabotage his career. Rick Ross, meanwhile, remained calm and strategic. Sources indicate that Ross worked behind the scenes, strengthening alliances and quietly reaffirming his influence in the industry. Unlike Lil Meech's fiery public response, Ross's approach relied on patience and calculated positioning, a classic veteran tactic to maintain dominance while minimizing public mistakes. This contrast between impulsive boldness and measured strategy became a defining feature of the unfolding drama. The role of 50 Cent's warning also continued to resonate. Fans and insiders highlighted that had Lil Meech heeded the advice sooner, some of the fallout might have been avoided. Nevertheless, the snap showcased the necessity for rising artists to assert themselves when they feel undermined. 50 Cent's presence in the narrative underscored the importance of experience, foresight, and mentorship in navigating complex industry and street dynamics. Social media remained the most critical arena for the feud. Hashtags like Lil Meech vs Rick Ross and 50 Cent warning trended for days, while reaction videos, memes, and fan debates flourished. Street commentators provided live analysis, dissecting the implications for both parties and predicting potential future moves. Fans were polarized. Some praised Lil Meech for standing up to a veteran, while others criticized the public nature of the confrontation, fearing long-term consequences. This debate fueled engagement and ensured the feud stayed in the public eye. Financially, the confrontation had immediate and potential long-term implications. Lil Meech's visibility surged, increasing streaming numbers and drawing attention to his upcoming projects. At the same time, Rick Ross's influence in the industry meant that any misstep could have affected sponsorships, collaborations, and public perception. Both artists understood that public conflict comes with both risk and reward, requiring careful navigation to protect careers and legacies. Industry insiders emphasized the broader cultural lessons. Hip-hop thrives on reputation, credibility, and the ability to command respect. The snap and its aftermath illustrated how quickly public perception can shift, how social media amplifies conflict, and how strategic thinking can determine the outcome of even the most volatile situations. This drama serves as a case study for aspiring artists, highlighting the stakes of the music industry beyond talent alone. Behind the scenes, discussions about potential reconciliation began. Some suggested private mediation to prevent further escalation, while others believed the tension might fuel continued attention and relevance for both artists. The outcome remained uncertain, but the narrative demonstrated the delicate balance between personal pride, career strategy, and public perception in hip-hop culture. As the dust begins to settle, the legacy of this confrontation is already taking shape. Lil Meech's assertiveness may boost his credibility among fans and peers, while Rick Ross's measured response reinforces his reputation as a seasoned industry figure. The story illustrates the complexities of modern hip-hop feuds, where every word, gesture, and social media post carries weight. Ultimately, the snap and its aftermath underscore a universal truth in the industry. Reputation is everything. Every decision, public appearance, and strategic move can have lasting consequences. Fans, streets, and insiders continue to monitor every development, shaping the narrative as much as the artists themselves. The streets have spoken, but now it's your turn. What do you think about Lil Meech snapping at Rick Ross? Was his reaction justified, or did he risk too much by going public? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear your perspective and join the conversation on this explosive hip-hop drama. If you've been following this story from the beginning, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for the latest updates on celebrity feuds, music industry conflicts, and viral street drama. Turn on notifications to stay ahead of every shocking revelation and insider scoop. Because in the world of hip-hop, staying informed is everything. Don't forget to share this video with your friends, family, and social media communities. Every like, comment, and share helps us bring you more in-depth breakdowns of the biggest stories in music and street culture. From shocking confrontations to strategic comebacks, our channel delivers it all, giving you an exclusive front-row seat to the drama everyone's talking about. Stay tuned for follow-ups, reactions, and potential resolutions as we continue tracking Lil Meech, Rick Ross, and 50 Cent's involvement. With your support, we'll bring every viral moment, street reaction, and insider perspective directly to you. Don't miss out. The story is far from over, and the streets are watching closely.